So let's look at this for a second. I'm going to read this little lesson nugget to you. If you clearly define your goals and set your schedule so that achieving your financial goals becomes an equation and it's not guesswork, then we're off to the races here. We want to make it so it's not guesswork. We just put it in and we know it's going to happen because we're following. Okay? And we don't want to spend doing anything during the day that will not allow us to meet our goals. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and have fun with this, okay? So here we go. Here we go. Somebody calls today. I got a text message from a guy. This is just this morning. Hey, dude, I'd really like to get together for lunch. No. Why? Because it's not into my day. It's not into my... Now, if I want to set up time for lunch, if I feel it's an important task in my life with having a lunch with adult men, then I'm going to schedule it in advance, and I'm like an unmovable object. You'll find almost all these successful people are creatures of habit. You know, it's like a pastor every Sunday has church on Sunday. Just to screw with us, he doesn't like say, well, let's do it on this Sunday. I'm not going to show up just to mess with everybody. No, he keeps it the same time every week, you know. If you think about like big companies like ABC, NBC, Fox, they put out the same shows at the same time each week as advertised. But for some reason in the world of small business, it's like, well, we'll see. We'll see if it works out. So I have to ask myself, in my schedule, do I have time to get together for lunch? And the answer for me is no. But they can come over right here to our family and friend little gathering every 5 to 7 on Sundays. So if you're like, hey, you want to get together? Absolutely. Sunday, 5 to 7. Well, I can't do Sunday. Well, I can't do it. Why? Because I got a date night here with my kids. I got this planned out with my wife. I mean, I have it on my schedule, very detailed. But I'm going to get my stuff done. So we got to set those boundaries right now, okay? John Maxwell says, success is found in your daily agenda. All I can say is if you eliminate the emotion and just focus on the motion you have to take, this will get done. So we're going to have to clearly define these metrics and all these things. It's going to happen. So let's talk about accounting. Ah, crap. No one wants to talk about accounting, but we have to talk about accounting. So when on this glorious schedule are we going to do accounting? Because we don't want to do it.
Right.
I mean, you hate doing it.
So these are our 4 weekly meetings.
Yeah, the stuff that you have to have as a small business owner to get out of the rut.
We need to have our accounting meeting on Monday morning between 9 and 11.
9 and 11. Now, if we throw out some ideas, we're not challenging you. I'm just helping you. My staff, typically, this guy, we get here like at 5 in the morning a lot of times. So why? Because we have a schedule that requires us for a lot of times to get here at 5 in the morning. Other companies work night shifts. Some companies work in the afternoon. Some companies don't work until noon. Some guys don't work after. Like Outback was started by these guys who didn't want to have a business that required them to get to work before noon. So they set it up that way. Everyone can have their own flow. So do you feel like having it earlier or later, or is that the best time?
That's where we struggle at. I'm more of an early morning person.
And you're more of an evening?
I am more effective in the afternoon and evening. I am really trying to become more of a morning.
Well, here's the thing is, because you guys are a team, in a perfect world, you'd be the boss, he'd be the not boss, or vice versa, and you'd say, hey, henceforth we're having evening meetings. And he's like, well, that's crazy. And you're like, yeah, but I'm the boss. That's my value. It's on paper, you know? So, but under this situation, it's not, because you're, equally yoked in these sorts of things. So, so is 9 o'clock going to work for you, ma'am?
That's actually a really busy time for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Can 7 to 9 work? 7 to 8?
It works for me.
I could make it work.
What if we added a manicure every Saturday and here, give and take, Saturday night?
That would make it more appealing to be a morning person.
Let me just throw it here. We're going to do Saturday. I'm just writing it down here. This is Saturday. Oh, this marker is the worst marker in the world. Okay, so manicure, but I keep fighting with it. I keep working with it. Okay. Okay, so we do our Saturday manicures. We do that, but now we're going to have our 7 a.m. accounting meeting. Now, which one of you two is good at accounting? She is. Okay. Here's the deal. You cannot take this casually. I want you to write this down because this will blow your mind. It blew my mind. Tim Redmond says it all the time. I did not get it forever, and now I do. The casualness will cause casualties. Casualness will cause casualties. So when you get to work, if you don't take that meeting seriously, you got to do it like you're in this meeting with 100 people. You have to treat this like it's a board meeting, like it's a big deal. Just you two, but you don't want to be casual. Okay? Now in this meeting, I wrote down an agenda for you of the things you want to cover every week. So one is, what's our income this week? Now this is what people do, not you people, other people. I don't know. Well, what are we going to talk about? I don't know. I forgot to print the agenda. No, not us. A meeting is an agenda. I want you to write this down. You need to have an agenda for the meeting. Just like you're a big Fortune 500 company, literally every single Monday, you're like, what are we going to cover? And you print it off. Income. And you go over it.
I have a question. On income, if we were doing our accounting meeting on Monday, would that be the projected income based on the schedule for that week, or would it be reviewing the previous week?
I would be reviewing the previous week, and I would have it week to week, every week, reviewing the previous week.
Okay.
Okay?